Hollywood has lost another bright light, and this one hurts deeply, in a stunning and heartbreaking announcement. Legendary actress Loni Anderson has passed away, leaving fans, friends, and fellow stars in mourning. But perhaps no tribute has struck as hard as the words from her longtime friend and fellow icon, Barbara Eden, at 93 years old. Eden, best known for her role as the mischievous Jeannie in I Dream of Jeannie, shared a deeply emotional message following the death of Loni Anderson, calling her a genuinely good person and admitting, "My heart is broken." Barbara Eden and Loni Anderson, both celebrated for their beauty, talent, and grace in a male-dominated industry, shared a bond that went beyond red carpets and studio sets. Their friendships stretched across decades, built on mutual respect and a deep understanding of life in the spotlight. In her tribute, Eden described Anderson as warm, grounded, and never too big for the room, adding that Loni's laughter could lift you up even on the darkest day. The two actresses had often appeared together at charity events, award ceremonies, and fan conventions, always drawing admiration for their elegance and authenticity. While details surrounding Anderson's death remain private, her passing has shocked fans who hadn't realized the actress was ill. Known for her role as Jennifer Marlowe on WKRP in Cincinnati, Anderson's quick wit and timeless beauty made her a beloved household name in the 1970s and 80s. Sources close to the family said Anderson died peacefully, surrounded by loved ones. Barbara Eden, however, admitted that she was not prepared to lose her. "I still expected one more phone call, one more laugh, one more memory," she said in her statement. Eden's grief has struck a chord with fans. At 93, she has outlived many of her peers, and the loss of another close friend is a painful reminder of the passing of a golden generation of Hollywood legends. "Every time someone like Loni leaves us," Eden reflected, "it feels like a little more light fades from the world. But I know she's up there, smiling that beautiful smile, probably still telling jokes." Fans have taken to social media to express their sadness and pay tribute to Anderson. Some shared clips from her most iconic scenes, while others remembered her philanthropic work and warm interactions at public events. The hashtag #RipLoni Anderson began trending within hours. What a loss. "She was elegance personified," one fan wrote on X, formerly Twitter. "She made us laugh, cry, and feel seen." Another added, "Barbara Eden's tribute broke me. You can hear the pain in her voice." These women weren't just stars, they were sisters to all of us who grew up watching them. While Loni Anderson's fame was often tied to her looks, those who knew her insist her legacy lies in her compassion. She was a fierce advocate for COPD awareness after her parents suffered from the disease and worked closely with children's hospitals across the country. Barbara Eden highlighted this in her tribute, noting, "Loni never turned away from a chance to help someone. She gave more than most people ever knew because she didn't do it for cameras. She did it because she cared." Barbara Eden's tribute was not just a farewell, it was a reminder of the kind of woman Loni Anderson truly was: bold, loving, talented, and real. "I'll miss her for the rest of my days," Eden wrote, her voice trembling with grief, yet rich with gratitude. "But I'm grateful I got to call her my friend." These weren't just words from one star to another, they were the aching truth of someone who had seen behind the glamour, the headlines, and the lights. Barbara Eden and Loni Anderson shared more than just the rare air of Hollywood royalty. They shared laughter, struggles, and decades of a friendship few ever knew about in full. Their bond wasn't for cameras, it was for quiet conversations, holiday phone calls, and whispered prayers. At 93 years old, Barbara Eden stands tall, a living legend, still carrying the weight of those who've left before her. And in Loni's passing, that weight has only grown heavier. Eden, best known as the effervescent genie in the bottle, has lived long enough to see the faces she loved most vanish from the world, one by one. But with each loss, she remains a dignified, soft-spoken pillar of resilience. Her farewell to Loni Anderson wasn't rehearsed or crafted. It was raw, genuine heartbreak in a moving Instagram post. Eden shared a photo of the two from a charity gala in the early 2000s. Both were radiant with that timeless elegance that only true Hollywood icons carry. "She made me laugh even on the worst days," Eden said in the caption. When my husband passed, she sent flowers for weeks. That's who she was. Not the gossip. Not the scandal. Just love. Anderson, remembered by many as the bombshell. Receptionist Jennifer Marlowe, on WKRP in Cincinnati, was often underestimated for her looks. But those who knew her truly knew her remember a woman with fierce intelligence, sharp wit, and boundless empathy. Barbara Eden was one of those people. Her friendship spanned over 4 decades, surviving not just the churn of the entertainment industry, but life's brutal unpredictability. Eden also spoke about how Loni quietly supported countless women. Behind the scenes, young actresses facing the same pressures they once did, women's shelters, cancer patients. She didn't need credit, Eden noted. She just showed up. At an age when most have retreated from public life, Eden's vulnerability, strength, and willingness to publicly mourn a friend has moved a new generation of fans. These are people who may not have grown up watching Jeannie or WKRP, but who now recognize the deep humanity behind these larger-than-life characters. It's easy to forget that those we idolize carry just as much sorrow as the rest of us. If you've sinned, not more. They've lived in front of cameras, but cried in solitude. Eden's tribute served as a powerful reminder that even icons mourn. Even legends cry. In the days since Anderson's death, tributes have poured in from former co-stars, journalists, and longtime fans, but none cut as deeply as Eden's. It wasn't just about what Loni Anderson did in her life, it was about how she did it. With grace, with kindness, with fire, Eden ended her post with a quiet plea. Remember her not just for the beauty, but for the bravery. And perhaps that's the best legacy anyone could hope for. Because Loni Anderson was brave. She was brave. In the face of divorce scandals, brave when caring for her ailing parents. Brave when she adopted her son and took on motherhood with unmatched passion. Brave in the face of Hollywood's unrelenting spotlight now. That light shines a little dimmer, but her passing isn't just another name. Lost to time, it's a turning of the page in a story we thought might never end. For fans, it marks the end of an era. For Barbara Eden, it's the loss of someone who held her hand through many storms. And in that shared grief, we all find common ground. The image of Eden now in her 90s sitting alone at home, flipping through old photos, remembering the laughter and love she shared with Loni, is enough to make even the most hardened among us pause. The pain of watching your world grow quieter with each passing year isn't something everyone can understand. But Barbara Eden wears that pain with grace. As tributes continue to pour in from every corner of the globe, one thing is clear. Loni Anderson's light hasn't gone out. It lives on in every smile she gave, every laugh she inspired, and every tear now shed in her name. There's an unspoken rule in Hollywood. Shows end, lights fade, and actors are replaced. But people like Loni Anderson are never truly gone. They're stitched into the very fabric of pop culture, into the hearts of those who watched them, and into the memories of those who loved them. So here's to a woman who gave us more than just a pretty face on a television screen. Here's to a soul who lifted others even when her own heart was heavy. And here's to the friend Barbara Eden loved, Dan lost. Rest in peace. Loni, you'll be missed, but never forgotten. And as Barbara Eden wrote so simply, so perfectly, good night, my beautiful friend. I'll see you in the stars.